Well, ahoy me mateys! We just got the Deadhand collection dropped out of fucking nowhere. We have a bunch of gloves here, and I'm going to be ranking them into a tier list with how I see them. Starting off with the big swells. These have like this like little wave pattern on them. I don't know much about these gloves yet. These are just my initial impressions, but it might be pattern based. It might not be. So far, I think this is like a solid C tier. This is like a C tier to me. Next, we've got the Blackbook. I don't know if these are pattern based, but I'm looking at them. It looks like the type of glove that would be pattern based. We do not have pretty much any pattern based gloves almost at all. So I like that, and I like the really slick black and white look. If that black looks that black in game, that's gonna be nice because a lot of the CS2 black is washed out, and if this black actually just looks like solid black on those specialist flaps, I mean, we could be looking at a pretty good skin here. I think this is like a B tier. Next up, we have the Blaze. I think these are fire. I think the fucking Blazes are fire. I don't give a fuck. Dude, the Blazes are heat. The Blazes are heat, literally. I know, literally. First off, these are a sport glove, and you have this fire pattern on it, and it's gonna look so fucking good. If that orange is as good as the Deagle Blaze that we know, that is going to be a really good looking glove, and we do not have many things that really go well with orange so far. I mean, today, I'm not really one to do matching combos, but if you've got orange stickers even on a gun, this is gonna look good. I think this is like an S tier. I think genuinely the Blazes are, I don't give a fuck. Guy Fieri ass gloves, I don't give a shit. These are fire sport gloves. I like these. Okay, I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna bump them down to A tier. I don't think that they're quite S tier, but these are fire, dude. A lot of people are gonna be roasting these gloves, and I'm going to make a stance right now that I think that they're fire. Brocade Flowers. There's going to be a skin a little bit further on that's gonna, in my opinion, do the flowers thing better, but these are obviously still very good, right? Like, these are obviously still very good. I would put them probably on the level of the Blackbooks. I think that they're better. I think that they're a little bit better. That color is a little bit more unique and a little bit more eye-catching, I think. But the Blackbook, I'm telling you, don't sleep on the Blackbooks, dude. The Blackbooks are gonna be nice. Now we have the Brocade Crane, okay? I think the Crane is definitely better than the flowers. I don't know if it's better than the Blaze, but the red is obviously very good. These are obviously an A tier and above glove. The red is, I mean, it just looks so good. With the Crane and the gold, it just, I can picture luxury with this fucking skin. M4A1S Hot Rod would go amazing with this. Next up, we got the Chocolate Chesterfields. I think this is the first D tier glove. These look fucking butt ugly. Oh no! Okay, this stitching, this like pillowcase stitching, it reminds me of a woman's purse. It's terrible. Get this shit out of my sight. I will admit the inner palm kind of looks like the Eclipse, so it's kind of like a specialist Eclipse. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck these gloves, dude. That's like the one positive I could possibly extract from them. And even that, I'm comparing it to another glove that's a moto glove that's not even well liked. So it's not even the best moto glove. So it's like, this is a D tier. Cloud Chaser. These are just objective. We're just trying to match up sapphires as well as possible here, right? We're just trying to make sapphires pop, right? These are obviously way better than polygons because you get like this little light blue here. This little light blue is gonna be really cool, okay? And that goes well with the Tortu letters being light blue as well. It's hard to see it on here, but there's like, I'll like throw up a picture probably of all of these anyway. The purple on like the Tortu is really nice and contrasts with the blue like really seamlessly. Like it just looks good on the glove. I haven't seen it in game. It looks good to me. I'm gonna call these like B tier, probably behind these two. Creme Pinstripe. These ones are kind of sick, dude. These ones are kind of sick. I can't in good faith put them above anything else that we have in A tier, but I am gonna put these at the top of B tier. These are fucking fire. First off, they're fucking sport gloves, and the cream looks good. Look, the cream just looks so good in contrast with the black, and the pinstripe is like just a fucking cherry on top of the cake, dude. These ones are fucking nasty. Dragon Fist, these are like fucking Valorant gloves, man. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to be like, oh, these are like Valorant gloves, but like Dragon Fist, I'm sorry, they're a little little bit cartoonish, dude. They're a little bit cartoonish to me, man. They're too cartoonish. I do like the creative direction of having scales, but like the execution, I'm looking at these and I'm like, I don't want them. I don't want them, and that's why they're C tier. Give me them over the big Swell, but that's how I have to rate it. Frosty. These ones are probably the worst sport gloves. I think these are actually worse than the Dragon Fist. I don't really love these. Yeah, they have that like Cobalt Disruption, pixel dot, pixelated action going on the glove, and I don't love it. I'm gonna put these in D tier, but definitely better than the chocolate Chesterfields. Okay, the garden. Now, when I was talking earlier about the Brocade Flowers and how there was a skin later that would do better flowers, I was talking about the garden. This, I think, is my first S tier. Listen, this is beautifully executed. The colors on this all belong. There's just the right amount of white. It's like a canvas, but it's like a little kid's drawing of flowers on it. The blue looks incredible. The blue on this, oh God, it is to die for. This is gonna be one of those skins that I feel like in the beginning is gonna be hated on. Most people are gonna rate this low. I know, most people are not gonna love the garden. Listen, man, I'll be rocking gardens. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be rocking gardens. And you know what? If you come up tripping about some bullshit, talk about some gardens aren't fire, I might send 47 cruise missiles to your fucking house, okay? I might send 47 cruise missiles to your house and leave you in the soil. Leave you in a soil. That'll be my garden. Garden of fucking skulls. From people that try to tell me otherwise. People that try to disagree with me. That's how they end up. They end up in a garden. Next up, we got the hand sweaters. I think these are pretty good, but these are like obviously not like, okay, first of all, let's address the obvious. It looks like there's like an embroidering kind of like stitching thing going on with the gloves. If that effect comes off really fuzzy and nice, I think you could be looking at like some B tier gloves. Otherwise, the colors and the palm is not really there, and you got this like the yellow to me is throwing me off personally. The yellow to me is throwing me off. I think this could have done fine. I get why it's there, but I think it would have been better if it was white. For now, I'm gonna put this in C tier, but like top of it. Lime Polycams. These are literally specialist emerald webs. Like, these are just direct competitors because they're specialists as well. The Tortu logo is lime, you know, and look, I get that the rest of it doesn't look as good, but these are just genuine competitors. Obviously the flaps, you know, you're not getting lime flaps, and listen, I get, you know, you fucking specialist glove wearers love your flaps. Okay, I don't understand you guys. Like with your fade gloves and shit. Look, I don't give a fuck with the flap. The flaps, honestly, that effect goes away so fast, okay? I think these are like, these would probably be A tier with like better flaps, I will admit. And I will be holding it back into B tier because the flaps aren't as good. People are gonna way overblow the fucking flaps thing, dude. These ones are like 80% as good as emerald webs to me. That might be a crazy take. That might age insanely awfully, but I'm gonna put it out there. That's how I feel. I'll put this in the top of B tier. I will put the Creme Pinstripes a little bit more. I just think it ties together so much better. It ties together really well in the Creme Pinstripes. I do like these Creme Pinstripes, man. They are good. Next, we got the Pillow Punchers. Listen, dude, this is like it's like a creative looking thing, okay? But it's got the same fucking thing as Chocolate Chesterfields. Now, I will say, making it into like a pillow thing, I like that more. I do like, it makes me like it more. But they're still specialist gloves, you know? Not my favorite, personally. They're you know, my like third or fourth choice, maybe. They are all white. Gotta give major points for that. All white, and it's like as much as we're gonna get an all white glove. I've gotta put it like B tier, man. Like, it's just not hitting. And it's not really hitting as much as like most of B tier for me. I'm a little bit harsh with it, you know? This is a tier list, right? You want to have it be on a bell curve, all right? I'm not gonna put a shit ton of these skins up here because I don't think a shit ton of them are really belonging. Most of them belong in this like middle area. And B tier is for the skins that I think are good and rockable, but are not gonna reach like the highs of like, oh, I gotta have this. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Plum Quil. These are just directly Imperial Plaid competitors. They're obviously worse. I don't like the plum seeds. I guess this is what it is. In the glove, it looks a little fucking goofy. Yeah, it looks just goofy, but the palms are literally just Imperial Plats, so C tier. Probably better than Dragon Hands. Actually, these are pretty goofy too. I think Dragon Hands are probably better than this and the hand sweaters. And they're probably better than Pillow Punchers too. No, leave that out. Red Racer Gloves? Dude, these are fire. Oh, the racing gloves. Oh, they finally hit a racing glove that is actually fire. They put it on a sport glove. They made it red, and now I'm on board, because I'm way more on board with this than the finish line. I think these are probably S tier. I mean, these are probably an easy inclusion to S tier. These are fire. These red racing gloves, sick. It's not like super white in your face. It's like nice and creamy and clay, kind of. It looks like dough. Like it's like a pizza glove. This is amazing. These ones, the Seigaiha, I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't love the fucking Wi-Fi shit going on the face of the glove. Palm is pretty nice, gotta admit. And like the color coordination is pretty good, but I think that these are probably like C tier. This Wi-Fi shit is really bad looking, and I think C tier has a lot of these with the Plum Quil and the Dragon Fist. Some of the faces of these gloves, the execution of the repeatedly putting in the same type of graphic, layering it 100 times over on the face of the skin. It just doesn't look very good. I think a little bit lazy. Not great skin. Sunburst though, Sunburst is crazy. Sunbursts are nice. First of all, this is like, before anyone says anything about the color coordination, yes, it's gonna bump it down significantly, obviously. The blue in this inner palm and shit, it doesn't really go that well. But this is like a super flashy, like action hero type of gloves. Like, guarantee you like a superhero wears these types of gloves. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like these gloves just make me feel powerful. Like, I've got these gloves on, and like I don't know what type of knife really would go with this. Like, I don't know what you would rock with this. See, I think these ones are a little bit too complicated and have a little bit too much going on. For that reason, I'm gonna put them in B tier behind the Creme Pinstripes. Okay, the ultraviolet. These ones are gonna be the ones that I think probably the most people are talking about. If I were to guess, they're a sport glove with a bunch of purple on them. It's just really bright looking glove, right? It's definitely gonna be a new bright glove in the game. People are excited about that. It's on a sport glove. This is probably gonna be a really well-liked glove. I think it's like probably top of A tier. Realistically, like let's be real, man. Let's be real, man. They're pretty good. It's like Dippin' Dots, man. It looks like that one Dippin' Dots flavor. And at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's like the new, it's like that Dippin' Dots flavor. And the more I look at it, I'm like, these are gonna be expensive, and it looks like that new it looks like that Dippin' Dots flavor. I shouldn't let that affect me too much. This is just based on how I think the skin looks, but I'm gonna just say top of A tier probably for that. Maybe a little bit more fire than the Blazes. Obviously, the Blazes, not super bright or whatever, but I don't mind that. I definitely don't mind that. Next, we have the Violet Beadwork. These ones are really good looking. This is like a drug rug pattern, right? The palm, I can't tell what's going on with the palm, but the palm looks amazing. I don't know if it's pattern based, but it reminds me of Pandora's. And dude, these ones, in my opinion, pretty easily are gonna be the ones that I'm looking the most at. In terms of my own personal buying, this is the one I'm most likely to buy. Violet Beadwork, man. Great skin. Next, we've got the Wave Chasers. These ones are fire, okay? Lots of white on them. Gonna look great with the AK Inheritance, okay? I've got one of those. But beyond that, it's not just gonna look good with the AK Inheritance, it's gonna look good with a lot of skins. A lot of expensive skins that, say, have like a gunsmith or a patina finish are gonna look great, I think, with this. Really shiny, mechanical looking skins that are expensive. That being said, I think it's like top of A tier. I don't think there's enough here for me to put it in the same creative highs as these S tiers, okay? Now, the Occult. The one that I think will probably be the most expensive. I mean, look, I haven't really gotten to see like these in game, right? I don't know, what the fuck we're looking at. Like, if this gold actually shows up as like really shiny gold and looks great in game, these ones are going to be super expensive, okay? Super expensive. So I believe that these will probably be maybe the most expensive gloves in the case. Are they the best gloves? Man, if they have that gold on them, they're gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna put the Occult ahead of the Blazes, but behind Ultraviolet and Wave Chaser. I think the gold is gonna look good. I don't think that it's gonna be worth the crazy amount of money that it might command. I'm not sure. I just think that that's like, listen, the community is gonna decide the prices on these. If these ones are gold, I think the community is just gonna decide that is gonna be a very expensive glove, okay? Because it's gonna go good with really other, like a lot of other expensive skins, right? Gold arabesque, right? However, I don't think it all ties together insanely well. And for that reason, it's gonna be knocked back a peg. And the palms aren't amazing, and the yellow that's not gold on the glove is not as amazing. I think there's some better gloves in here. This is how I think that this is how I think it breaks down.